Awakening Beauties. I'm Robin, and this is my no-buy year. Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you with me today. And this is me a la natural. Some of you have commented on my makeup, and I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to do a get ready with me. I'm gonna put on my makeup. This is my first time ever doing this, so we'll see how it goes. This may be my first and last. I'm not sure. But yeah, let me put on my headband. Isn't that cute? So I have like different mirrors set up here because I'm not sure what I'm gonna need to do this in front of you guys. And I've had to bring all of my stuff into my office to film this. So like I said, we're just gonna see how it goes. No big expectations here. But some of you have commented that you liked the makeup that I was wearing in one of my recent videos. So I figured I would just kind of try to duplicate that look. I'm sweating like crazy in here. I feel like we are definitely in summer. I live in South Florida and I'm not having a hot flash. It's just very warm outside today. So anyways, let's just try to dry the sweat off before I get started because that could definitely disrupt a look. To start with, I'm going to use this Merit Great Skin. And you've probably heard a lot of people talk about this product. I've talked about it before, and it's a dual phase serum. And I just really love the way it feels. I love the way that my makeup goes on afterwards. It's very thin and liquidy. I should just start by explaining what my no-buy year is. I probably should have started with that. I just got so excited about having all my makeup out here and that I was barefaced in front of all of you. So I'm doing a no-buy year, which means that this year I'm being very conservative with my spending. Last year, if you watched my video a couple of videos ago, I'll link it down below, but I did a by the numbers to figure out how much I spent in categories of clothing, which includes accessories and shoes, how much I spent on housewares, how much I spent on beauty products, makeup, and skincare. And it was very enlightening when I ran the numbers after looking at, reconciling all of my bank balances. So yeah, I'm doing a no-buy year, no makeup, skincare, clothing, accessories, housewares, and pretty much unless I need a replacement product. And hopefully there won't be many that I will need this year. So anyways, let's get back to this. And I also want to say that I will try to link everything below. And by no means feel like you have to run out and buy these products. I am not promoting overspending on this channel. It's actually the inverse. I'm trying to promote being happy with what you have, using what you have, not overspending, not being a compulsive shopper. But I know that sometimes people will be interested in these products and they will have found my video because I'm talking about them. So I will link them below if you're interested. You don't have to use my links. The only affiliate link I have right now is with Amazon. So anything else, like I don't make anything from it. And who knows if I make anything with Amazon, I don't even know how that works, but I did sign up for an affiliate program. But either way, you don't have to use my links. Feel free to shop at your own leisure and buy at your own time what you are interested in. All right, so getting back to this Merit, it's Instant Glow Serum. It's a dual phase. You can see, hopefully, in here that you sort of need to shake it up to blend it. By the way, I'm filming on cinematic mode today. I'm not sure how that's going to change the quality of my video. I think it might be blurring the background. I'm very interested in this. In case you don't know, this has been a huge experiment for me, learning how to film, learning how to edit. It's an adventure. So welcome to my adventure. Anyways, so you just pour it out. It's very liquidy. It's very runny and liquidy, but it feels really nice on the skin, and it sinks in really quickly, so you don't have to wait a long time for it to sink in before applying your makeup. skin just feels so soft and supple. And it adds that glow to your skin that, to me, it doesn't look shiny. Like once I put my makeup on, I might have to turn this. I have a makeup mirror here. I might just have to turn this off because it keeps coming on. Anyways, so yeah, it just sinks right in. Your skin just feels really soft and supple. I'm really enjoying this product a lot this year. Next product I'm going to use, again, I'm just using the products that I used on my skin when I made the video where I had people, some people comment on that they liked the way that my makeup looked. So this is like a full out, I'm taking my time doing my products, realizing I should have put my phone on airplane mode because I'm recording with my phone. And I have a mirror set up right back there so I can see the screen of my phone to make sure it's still recording. And I see messages popping up. That's so distracting. So next time I will. Oh, I should talk about this. I'm just using the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. And it's got sort of a gel consistency. And I don't always use this when I use the Merit, but I'm just kind of trying to use all of my products. Like if you have the time to go through all the steps, this is part of all of the steps. I want to let that kind of sink in. It's feeling very slippy. I think I might have used too much. So I might need to sort of wipe some of that off. Let's see. All right, next product I'm gonna use, I've been on the fence about this because I used the Merit Great Skin, which is giving me glow anyways, but I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. Halo Glow. I've been using this quite a bit, and to me the effect is subtle. I'm not in love with it 100% at this point, but you know, I just kind of put it on my cheeks, put it on my forehead, down my nose, you know, places where you want to like have like a natural glow, like as if you're glowing from the inside out. And I don't know, I just don't feel like it's, like a holy grail product. It's decent. I've never tried the Charlotte Tilbury that this is supposed to be sort of a dupe of. But anyways, this can be blended. You can blend it in with your liquid foundation or tinted moisturizer. And I've actually worn it that way before. And when it was really quick, like I just need to quickly get ready. I need to add a little color to my face. And then I just put a little loose powder on over top. And that seemed to work pretty well, actually. So next I'm going to apply the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. This has been my favorite foundation. I'm in the color Deauville. I love this foundation. It's not too thick. It's a medium coverage. You can build it up, but I just feel like it gives me like a flawless airbrushed skin look. It's really beautiful. So what I like to do, this pump can be a little bit messy. I've just been using the back of the lid to pump out, like I'll start with just one pump, and then I take one of these kind of foundation brushes and I just stroke it on like this. I'm gonna need more than one pump today. So pump it on again. I'm the type of person that does not like to touch my food. I will eat pizza with a fork and knife. I will eat ribs with a fork and knife. So I know your fingers are your best blending tools, and I do use my fingers for putting on makeup, but I hate it. If whatever I can do to avoid touching things that are gonna make my fingers dirty, I will do. I'm gonna grab my makeup sponge and just start pouncing that in. And after I get this blended, I will look and see if Maybe I need to add a second layer if I want a slightly more coverage, or if there's areas that need more coverage. I'm realizing that I needed to pluck my eyebrows. They're growing pretty well now. I've been using, what am I using? It's a product to grow your eyebrows. I got it at the end of the year, last year. And yeah, they're like growing in all different places. I probably should have cleaned those up before doing a makeup tutorial. You don't see those until you're like looking in a magnifying mirror. There we have one layer. It looks really nice. You can still see my skin underneath it. It doesn't look too heavy. It doesn't feel heavy at all. And it's very like radiant. The key to makeup is blend, blend, blend. You've probably heard that before, but that really is the key to getting a flawless look. And some of the products that I've used that I sort of like, when I went through all of my products that I have, that I was starting with at the beginning of the year, and some of them I kind of dogged a little bit. And two things that I realized. First of all, your skin needs to be super hydrated. That is so important, especially around your eyes. So what I've been doing when I'm getting ready in the morning is, you know, I'll put my all my skincare on, and then I'll go about my business of like, you know, making coffee and getting ready. And then when I go back to do my makeup, I'm often putting on a little additional eye cream just to hydrate everything before I start going in with makeup. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I don't wanna go any more coverage than that. And then I'll just clean off the back of this lid. And the pump, which is notoriously messy, I clean that off. That looks pretty good though, compared to some other beauty influencers to see what their bottles look like. But I like to keep things clean, so I'm just cleaning it off on a paper towel. Now the next thing I'll go in with, let's just go ahead and get it over with. Let's do some eyeshadow primer. Today I'm using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, the Anti-Aging formula. I really like this. It's very hydrating. It doesn't get patchy on my eyes. My experience has been that this is a pretty good product. Things go on pretty smoothly with that. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do concealer, and I'm loving NYX Bare With Me. It's the concealer serum, and I'm in the color, I believe, Vanilla. And normally I'll just, even though I don't like to put product on my skin, I will with this, just a tiny, that's even too much. Right there, that was too much. But it is what it is. I will use, you don't need a lot of this, I find. And you also, especially if you have a little bit more mature skin, you want to go in with thin layers. And by going in with thinner layers and not just gooping it on, you can really pat it out. And you know, if you have fine lines, you have fine lines. And you know, we're just trying to work with what we have. And there's nothing wrong with having fine lines. There's nothing wrong with aging. I'm at peace with the aging process, but I don't want to do things that are going to make me look worse, right? We want to do things to the best of, just like with clothing, you want to enhance your features. We want to do that with makeup too. What I like to do, I have this double-ended brush from, I believe this is from Bare Minerals. It's a double-ended, it's for concealer. And I do use this end, but I'm just going to use the tapered end right here to just sort of get the product on in a light layer. I'm just putting it here and here. And see how much I have left still on my hand? I definitely pumped out too much. Put a little bit here and here. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit around my nose. So I'll build it up a little bit slowly. I'm gonna go in with this angled brush that I just love this brush. I got this on Amazon. This is for concealer. And pounce it just lightly. Then I'll go with my finger and just anything that's, and I am having a little patchiness. So as careful as I am, as hydrated as I am, I still get a little bit of patchiness. Even though I go in with thin layers, it still happens. So especially when you're looking at under magnification, like this mirror I have right here, that's pretty good. So I don't have terrible dark circles today. I'm gonna just put a little bit more right here, pouncing around the eye. All right, that looks nice. That actually looks really nice. Somewhere else it gets a little patchy is right up in here. Just have to, you know, work in light layers. So a product that I was really on the fence about at the end of last year, and I think I dogged this product, but I'm liking it now. It's this Laura Mercier setting powder. First time I used it, I didn't know what I was doing, but I got myself one of these Beauty Blender Beauty Puffs. It's double-sided, and I just take it in the cap, a little bit in the cap, and then add just a little bit right here in the corner of my eye, and gently, gently press and roll just a little bit so it doesn't cake up there in those fine lines. And sometimes it still does, and then you kind of have to just go in with your finger and tap it out a little bit, but gently press and roll. And that just adds just a little bit of, like, it sets that concealer and it adds a little brightness under the eyes. It doesn't always look great. Some days it doesn't look great. Today I'm thinking it doesn't look as good as other times, but our skin changes from day to day. I'm probably a little bit dehydrated. I haven't had enough water today. I've had some late nights because I was performed on Friday night. Today is Sunday, and then I had a show that I went to last night. Some friends of mine were performing. So I'm a little bit lacking on sleep and a little dehydrated. So yeah, our skin, I didn't drink, you know, I haven't been drinking, but skin gets a little dehydrated. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish. This is such a beautiful pressed powder. I just love it so much. It just does give you like just an airbrushed look. Just lightly, just a light dusting, just to sort of bring down some of that shine and just to kind of lock in the foundation. So that's it. That's all I use with the powder. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes. I got hair on my face. That's the thing with this makeup brush from Morphe. I've only had it a few months, but it seems like I lose hairs on it, bristles on it every time I use it. So I'm gonna go in with the Truth or Bare Morphe. I've talked about this several times already. I love this palette. It's a beautiful neutrals palette, and there's just so many beautiful colors. They're all very blendable. So I'm gonna go in with this palette and do my eye look with this today. So I'm just going in, I don't know who makes this. This is e.l.f. This is probably like a blending brush. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in, this is my first time, guys, okay? I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna go into this shade right here and just kind of put that all over my eyes, because I need something for it to stick to. I've discovered that with this palette and other palettes I've used, that you kind of just need a color, a very light dusting of a neutral color, and then things, neutral though, close to your eye color, and this one, or to your lid color, and this is very close to my lid color. I'm just gonna go in and a light dusting just to give everything something to stick to. The next color I'm going to use my trusty old MAC, I have no idea what, 312 maybe, or I think that's that brush. And I'm going to do the crease, and I think I'm gonna go in with this color right here. It's the one I like to go into. It's a little, just kind of have to tap it off. You don't want to go. The key is to go in light layers. Try to have a light hand, because you can always add more. It's harder to take off once it's down. But these colors are pretty well pigmented, so they can get too dark too quickly, I've found, which is not a bad thing. Sometimes it's frustrating when you have a cheaper makeup palette, you know. I've had ones from the drugstore where you just can't get the color the way it looks in the pan because they're just not pigmented. So these are well pigmented. So I'm just going into the crease and a little bit above the crease. Everybody's talking about hooded eyes, and yes, as you get older, your lids kind of fall a little bit. My lids are falling in the center right here, so I just want to go a little bit above it to create a more open eye look. Next, I'm going to go in with my lid color, and I want to use a shimmer. I think today, this has been a particular favorite of mine, this color. So I think I'm gonna go in here, and I do go in with my finger because that's just the best way to apply it. And it's such a pretty color. It just, the payoff on this is so nice. I really love that. Once I have that on, I just kind of blend it out a little bit. I'm going to go in with this color, which is also a slight shimmer. And I'm just going to add that to the outer corner. Kind of bring it across a little bit, just to add a little pop of shimmer. That's basically, this is basically very similar to this color. This is a matte. Let me make sure you guys see that. This is a matte, this is a shimmer. So I'm just going in right on the corners there, just to add a little pop of shimmer at the outer corner. Just have a light hand, you guys. That's the key. Okay, so I'm gonna do my brows right now at this point. And I think I'm going to use, I've been using this NYX one a lot. This is just a crayon pencil. I'll probably speed this up. But what I do is I do brush my eyebrows up. My eyebrows are really getting thicker from using that product. I'll link it before. I can't remember the names of things. So I do will link it below what I'm using. It was not cheap, but I am seeing results because my eyebrows are thicker than they were. And I've always had I have very fine hair anyway, but my eyebrows have really gotten fine over the past few years, I've noticed. So yeah, just kind of do it like that. I am not a person who is so crazy about their eyebrows that they have to be perfect and that I spend like 20 minutes on my eyebrows. No, I don't got that kind of time. I just try to kind of get it on, just fill in, and that's it. I don't care if they're exactly perfect. That doesn't interest me. If that's you, you do you. But I ain't got that kind of time. So another product I've been using, let me see if I can find it in here. Okay, yeah, this is from e.l.f. I think it's called their Brow Wow or Wow Brow. And you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with this. And I have, you know, just the brown color. I don't know if the name, I don't even think the name is on here, but you just gotta be, you know, very light hand, very carefully light hand. And I just do a little layer. See, and I already got some right there, which is why I do my brows. Don't wait until the absolute end, because nothing frustrates me more than you've done your eye makeup and it looks beautiful and then you screw it up with your eyebrows. So I don't wait until I'm completely finished with my eyes to go in and do my brows. So the eye is almost done, but I want to add a little eyeliner and then bring some of the color down below my eye. So I'm going to go in today, let's see, what am I gonna use? I think I'm gonna just use this. This is from Essence. This is their long-lasting retractable eye pencil. So you don't wanna take it all the way across. You wanna stay close to your lash line. And something I've been doing a lot lately is a little bit of a wing to try to just lift my eye look. And you know, you just want to take your time also with this. So I only want to go to about right here, about the center of my pupil, maybe a little past my pupil. I'm going to switch pencils because I forgot. This is not, I feel like I have to press harder with this pencil than, I know I have an e.l.f. pencil that I want to use. This is it. This is the e.l.f. I'm going to switch over to this. It's in the color Coffee. It's the No Budge e.l.f. pencil. I don't have to press as hard. With the Essence, I was really having to press harder than I wanted to. Or maybe it's just my eyes today. This just takes some practice doing the wing, and I don't have them perfect all the time. In fact, I rarely have them perfect. But you want to be careful when you're doing a wing, especially when you have a little older eyes. You don't want the wing to go down. You want it to go up, and it'll look odd when you're putting it on because it'll almost look like you're going vertical with your eye. And you just have to practice this. And you know, if you've never done a wing, or if you feel like you're not good at a wing, you just have to practice going up like this and try different shapes. But I've done them, I used to do them before where they were like more going this way, and it made my eye, sort of dragged my eye down. And I'm trying to get as much lift in my eye as I can. So that's it. This is a very, very subtle wing. I'm not trying to create some Amy Winehouse dramatic wing right now. Let's keep it simple. Something that I do afterwards is I'll go in with a dark brown like this one, and I'll just take a little angled brush. You want to tap a little bit off. And I'll go over the eyeliner. And that just darkened and softened that line a little bit of the, oh, that's looking pretty good. I've got like 4 mirrors around me, all different sizes. That looks pretty good. That wing. I don't always get them that even, but to me it looks pretty good. I don't know how it's showing on camera. Now I'm going to go under the eye just to kind of connect that. I don't want to do like a bold line under my eye. It's going to, you know, I don't want to make my eye look smaller, and it's just a little too dramatic for me. So I'm just going to tap off a little bit off of there and just gently stick right here and just kind of connect those. Okay. I'm gonna wipe off this a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with the darker shimmer that we did on the outer V right here. And I'm just gonna take some of that and put it on the center of the eye, of the under eye. And then I'm gonna take the lightest shimmer, this one, which was on the lid, and do it on the inner corner, or the inner third. It's subtle, but it's there. You can see it in person probably better. I'm just assessing the eyes, if there's anything I want to change. I'm just gonna take this little blender and blend this a little bit more. Nice. Okay, now I'm gonna do my blush. I like to wait to do my mascara to pretty much last, so I'm going to, I talk about Thrive Cosmetics all the time, and I'm going to use the blush stick in the color Maggie, but I have that upside down. And this has a little bit of shimmer in it, and it's a cream formula. I love to use cream formulas. I think that's the only one I brought in here today. So I said, well, I'm just gonna use this. I use this all the time. This is one of my favorite colors to use. And I just take it on the back of a brush like this, so that I can just, and I'll pounce it a little bit on my hand to get some of the product off. I didn't use my bronzer. Okay, well, let's do this. And then I'll go in with my bronzer. And then just gently pounce. You just want it, I stop it at about right here, because it will travel throughout the day. Like, you know, most products will travel a little bit. I don't want it to come all the way down here. I want to keep it right up here, and then taking it all the way to the hairline. Just gently pouncing. Yeah, bronzer is something I would have done before my eyes, and I forgot. This is my first time, guys. Be gentle on me. What I like about this color is it has a very subtle shimmer in it that's not overpowering. Just a very gentle shimmer. I'll probably go in with a little more, but I first want to get my bronzer on. And what I've been using for bronzer these days is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. You know, it's fine. It's fine. I don't know. I haven't used a lot of bronzers in my day. I don't like the smell of it, and that's what some people love about it. So I'm just gonna take it here right under the cheek, bring it up. You've seen this before. I'm not inventing the wheel here. If you watch other beauty YouTubers, you'll see these techniques elsewhere. I didn't invent them. But I'm just showing you what I do. And that's evolving. I'm changing the way I do things all the time based upon, you know, I'm trying new techniques that I see, especially influencers who are of a certain age. I'm of a certain age, you know, I'm not a 20-something anymore. So I'm just taking this a little bit down here to add a little shadow. We're giving shadows and highlights. That's the key to the game. If you are an artist, if you've ever drawn or painted, this is your canvas where we can add depth, where we can make things pop, come forward, we can make things recede. It's all a trick of the eye. that's it. I'm not gonna do a huge amount of bronzer. And I didn't even bring in, I have like a contour putty from e.l.f. that I'll often use before I use that. I forgot to bring it in here, so I'm not gonna use it. At this point, let's just assess the situation. Let's assess, as Allie Glang say, let's assess the situation. I need a little more blush. I feel like that blush is not as dark as I want it. I don't want to go overboard. It's very easy to go overboard, so working in smaller layers is going to be your friend. It's just such a pretty color, you know, just a beautiful flush of pink. Very nice for spring. If you haven't checked out Thrive Cosmetics, they're, not only do they have great products, but they do nice things for the community, for women in particular. They give back. So definitely check them out if you haven't. I'm not an affiliate. I'm not sponsored by them. I got no codes. I just tell you what I like about them. So at this point, I'm going to spray with a setting spray. I'm trying to get through this Urban Decay all-nighter. I'm almost there. And I have a brand new bottle I've never even opened. So if you saw the makeup that I currently have, I said, I gotta get through this bottle. I'm not using anything else until I get through this bottle. Okay, and I take a fan. I feel like a Victorian woman when I do this. And then I will take my little sponge, my beauty blender, and just kind of blend the rest of that in. And I know I probably skipped some steps here. I feel like I've skipped some steps, but we're just gonna move with it. I don't always curl my eyelashes, but for the purposes of this video, I'll go ahead and, I just can't find a curl. This is Shuimura or something like that. It's supposed to be like highly rated. I've had it for a long time. My eyelashes are just sort of, they're very long, pretty thick, and a few of them just have a mind of their own, and they won't even curl with a curl lash, with a lash curler. That's what it's called. So for my mascara, I'm going in with Thrive Cosmetics. This is their liquid lash extensions. I love this product. I'll be sad when I use it all up because I probably won't be able to reorder it this year. It's a little pricey, and I have found other drugstore mascaras that work really well that are a third of the price. So probably won't be reordering it this year. But what I love about this is it's a tubing mascara. It just coats your lashes really nice and just elongates them. Like I said, I have some lashes that just have a complete mind of their own. But I don't know if you can see like what is happening with my lashes. Hopefully it looks good on camera. I have no idea. And I got some on my lashes are so long that they will often hit the top, even the tops of my eyebrows sometimes. So that's okay. That came right off. That was very easy. Yeah, my eyelashes are pretty wild. They just, some of them go down, some of them go up. And even when I use an eyelash curler, it doesn't always control them. So looking good. I did not put on a highlight on my cheeks. Let's go ahead and do that. I have this one from Catrice More Than Glow highlighter. And it's nice. I'm sort of on the fence about it, you know, but it does go on really, it's not overpowering. It just gives you, and a lot of people aren't even using highlighter anymore. So I don't want it to look like, you know, like Kardashian circa 2016. It's not what the look I'm going for. So that's just nice. Gives it a little extra sheen. Usually like at this point, once my mascara is dry, I will go in with a little bit more of the setting spray, just give it an extra dose. But what I'm going to do for the lip today is something I've really been enjoying a lot. And if you watched any of my other videos, you know that I was like on the search for the perfect nude lip liner. And nothing could beat Thrive Cosmetics. The color khaki. I gotta wrap this up. I have a Zoom meeting in 10 minutes. So I'm just going to go in and do a technique that to me makes the lip look a little bigger. And especially if you have thin lips, you're getting older, you have, you know, your lips get a little bit smaller. I'm just gonna line with this very neutral brown. Trying to stick to my natural lip line. Something that also happens as you get a little older is that your lip line fades a little bit. That's a fun thing that's starting to happen. I don't hate it though. I love my lips. Okay, so I'm just sticking the outside and then I just tap it in a little bit. And by the way, I have City Beauty City Lips that was already on my lips. Just very hydrating and plumping. I do enjoy that product a lot. It hydrates your lips, and I'm feeling a little rushed because I gotta get off of here to get on a Zoom meeting. This is taking longer than I thought. Everything takes longer than you think, doesn't it? It's been the story of my life lately. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with this color from MAC called Cherish. It's just a very neutral color. A little more peach than my natural color, but I feel like it works well with that lip liner. And just want to sort of blend it up a little bit and assess, because I'm trying to create a lip that looks a little bigger than my natural lip, but I don't want to overline the lip. I want it to stick to my lip shape. Okay. And then I will sometimes go in with a little, this is City Lips again, and I will just, it's clear. I don't want to put this, oh, this is my old bottle. Yeah, it's almost used up, but I'm going to take it on my finger because I don't want to get the wand dirty from the lipstick. Just put a little on the center of the lip. Add a little bit of shine. And now looking at my face, I think looks pretty good. I don't know, what do you think? I'm gonna do a little bit more of this Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Take my beauty blender, just blend that out. And that will set it. That will set it in place for hours. All right, this is the finished look. What do you think? I hope I gave you some good tips on applying makeup, gave you something that maybe you can use for yourself. And if you were curious about any of these products, I hope I answered those questions as well. I thank you for watching. And if you liked it, please like and subscribe and comment below. Let me know your thoughts on any of the products that I used, or if you have any questions. I appreciate everybody's comments. It really means so much to me, and I'm just It is fun for me to answer the questions or just, you know, give you some encouragement, like some people that are also doing either a no-buy year or they're really cutting back. And I really enjoy it. And I thank all of you for being with me, for subscribing, and for joining me in my journey. It means so much to me. And I'm so excited about this year going forward and seeing what happens from, you know, where I end up at the end of the year personally, where my channel ends up. It's, you know, whether it grows or doesn't grow, it doesn't matter. But I'm excited, especially after I ran my numbers about what I was spending. And, you know, I'm really excited to see financially where I'm going to end up at the end of this year. And I hope it's of some value to you and that maybe you're getting some inspiration to cut back or think about how you're spending. And if you don't, if you want to spend money and you have the money to spend, and even if you don't, I'm not judging you. I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm just trying to get better in my life. So anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a great week. I'll see you next time.